Happy drive time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Just leaving Erika's place, and it was a wonderful visit. Where to start? She was a little tired. She said she didn't sleep well. I'm guessing she was awoken by the 5 a.m. thunder and lightning like we were. So she did ask to take a nap at one point, and I said, of course. So about 45 minutes out of the 5.5 hours I was there, she took a nap. I tried to leave at 5, and she said no. So she's lucid enough and understanding, and she now understands visitation rules and how long I can stay and all those things. And I said, that's fine. I will stay another 30 minutes. But she just loves having people there, and I know how important that is to her. We did get to talk with the doctor. The three of us talked, and he says we're on track to get the ventilator out probably early next week, maybe the end of this week, just depends. But she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing, and no trip ups or anything. She did ask the doctor, when can I wash my hair? She whispered that to him, and he said, great that you're thinking about things like that. I'm happy that your mind is coming together. He said, but your mind's a little ahead of the rest of your body. So let's take care of your rehab and your ventilator, and then we'll work on getting your hair washed. So she's concerned about different things. So if anybody has an idea of how to wash her hair while she's in the bed effectively, I don't know. Not my thing. But anyways, we talked about a lot of things. I keep catching her up to what has happened and filling in some of the gaps she has. The big takeaway from today was, one thing we kept praying for, and I would ask you guys for, and the doctors were concerned about, was her anxiousness. And her family and I didn't 100% share with you all the last few days about some of the stuff she talked about, because it seemed a little crazy. And I was a little concerned, but I just thought, oh, it's cute. But I realized she's been talking about, she felt like she's been traveling, and she talked about tickets to Germany and Monaghan's, waking up at her Monaghan's house, and all these different things. And I was like, no, honey, none of that happened. But today it became a lot more clear, as she explained, is that the whole time she was at McKinney ICU, once she went on the ventilator, she felt like she was in different places, and all she wanted to do was get well. And that's why she was so scared, is she knew she couldn't breathe, and yet she was being put on a plane, and she was being taken away, and she knew she needed to get to a hospital and get care, but yet she couldn't. So that makes a lot of sense of why she'd freak out constantly when she was awake. And but let's just say she is very ecstatic to be where she is now at Life Care. She is very happy there, and it shows. I left the iPad with her today, which seems crazy that she can actually do that. And what else? There was one other thing I was thinking, and now I forgot it. No, I can't remember. But yeah, overall, it was just a great visit. Oh, I know. When I started telling her some stories about certain events that had happened and filling in the gaps, she just kind of sat there and went, wow. And I said, I've used that phrase a lot, that word, wow, because what we've been through and what has happened is just doesn't have the right words to wrap around it. So wow is a word that comes to mind for me. And she's starting to get that feeling too. Oh, I know what it was. She did have a small concern. She said, everyone keeps saying how good I'm doing and how fast I'm doing, but are you worried that, remember how fast it went bad? Could that happen again? And I said, there's no guarantees, but you racked up a lot of bad days, so I feel like you deserve a lot of awesome days. And I told her that doesn't mean we won't have a setback here and there, and that's okay. I said, but let's just keep taking these wins each day, because it has been quite a long streak that she is on. And I told her, let's just be thankful for that, but we're still going to take our time, because we're going to bring you home 100%, not 87.5. So let's use these doctors and use these rehabilitation teams, and let's make the most of it and get you home in the right way. And she was on board with that. And that was that. It was a great time with her. Each time it feels more and more like it's her. Love y'all.